My name is Muhammad Luqman Amirul bin Syafidan from RY01. Assalamualaikum and good day. Today I will present to you our new product, Mr. Meatball, and 7 principles of HACCP in making Mr. Meatball. HACCP is a management system in which food safety is addressed through the analysis and control of biological, chemical and physical hazard from the raw material production, procurement and handling to manufacturing, distribution and consumption of the finished our products. Firstly is frequency programs. Second step in implementing HACCP in our product is education and training. Next, we were developing HACCP plan and assemble the HACCP team. There are 7 principles of HACCP. The first principle is conduct a hazard analysis. The purpose of the hazard analysis is to develop a list of hazards which are likely to cause injury or illness if not effectively controlled. The second principle determine critical control point (CCPs). A critical control point is defined as a step at which control can be applied and is essential to prevent or eliminate a food safety hazard or reduce it to an acceptable level. The third is establish critical limits. A critical limit is a maximum or minimum value to which a biological, chemical or physical parameter must be controlled at a CCP to prevent, eliminate or reduce. The fourth principle is establish monitoring procedure. Monitoring is a planned sequence of observation or measurement to assess whether a CCP is under control and to produce an accurate record to future use in verification. The fifth principle, establish corrective action. The HACCP system for food safety management is designed to identify health hazards to establish strategies to prevent, eliminate or reduce their occurrence. 6. Establish verification procedures. Verification is defined as those activities other than monitoring that determine the validity of the HACCP plan and that the system is operating according to the plan. And the last principle, 7th principle, establish record keeping and documentation procedures. Maintain records including date, time of any critical control point, CCP, limit, temperature, time at temperature, corrective action, initial or person recording data. This is Mr. Meatball 7 principle of HACCP. The first CCP is receiving. The hazard is microbiological, chemical and physical contaminants. Critical limits, no unqualified products to be used. Monitoring procedure, apply, supply, quality assurance. Verification procedure, we qualify raw material supply, check with MSDS, approve supplier list and specification. The corrective action is change supplier or brand and we do employee trainings. Then material receiving will be recorded. The next CCP is raw storage. Hazard is microbial growth and the critical limit we store below 4 degrees C maximum for 3 days. Monitoring procedures, temperature logs is properly running and monitored. Verification procedures, proper storage temperature and times. And the corrective action, we reject the raw meat. Then, for the record, temperature log sheet is discarded, register. The next critical control points in making Mr. Meatball is water boiling. The hazard is survival of pathogens. So we set the critical limits of core temperature above or equal to 71 degrees C. The monitoring procedure is record and checks the core temperature more frequently, and the verification procedure is check the core temperature of the products. So the corrective action, we adjust the temperature and time by setting the equipment well, and we will call the engineer to repair if we have a machine with a problem. We will record the time and core temperature logs and the maintenance register of the machines. For packing process, our product will be exposed to physical contaminant, so we will make sure no foreign material and no leakage of the packs. For visual inspection by packing operator, our workers will be personal hygiene and do the physical inspections. For corrective action, we will retain, rework or discard based on foreign material identified. Then, we record the inspection. The last process of CCP is refrigeration storage. The hazard is microbial growth, so we set the critical limits below 4 degrees C and shelf life under 14 days. The monitoring procedure, we will check the storage temperature and shelf life record keeping. For verification procedure, we check the time and temperature And then lastly for corrective action and record, we will record the delivery report and temperature log.